Okay, my beloved Catalina 270 owners. It's my first time out this season. I'm in Montreal, but I want you to see this situation here. Let me just reverse the camera over. So, as you guys probably heard in the news, out west in Canada, there's forest fires going on, sadly. But this is, so I'm in Montreal now, in a lake called Lac Saint-Louis, which is one of the main lakes in the Montreal area. And you can see all the haze. It looks like haze, and it looks like for example, if you look at that landscape in front of us, the landmark, that's actually less than a mile away, and yet it looks like it's far, far away because it's all in the haze. So air quality, smog, very rarely do we see that, and according to the news reports, it is caused by the sadly the forest fires in Western Canada. Anyway, so this is Alcoholic 2, so let me just, or Alcoholic 3 I should say, and I'll just walk you around if you want to see it. So I'm ready to go for my maiden sail, or maiden season sails I say, or like a shakedown cruise. So I'm going to take my sail covers off in a minute here, but a couple of the features that I've added to the boat, as you could tell, Dodger, a transition, and a bimini, and the bimini is, it's full enclosure, so I can actually close it all off with mosquito screens and close the windows if it's raining. Anyway, the good old sail cover. You see here the boom kicker right there. So that replaces the word escapes me, but the line that we hook up at the back of the mast, so I can just drop my sail and not worry about the boom falling down. I did change, as you saw in my other post, my main sheet, so I redesigned it, if you will. It's no longer double-ended, only because I had never used this end of the main sheet. So now I have 7-to-1 purchase here. So there's the new setup, and I'm about to try that now. Hopefully the wind is going to be good enough for me to try it. What else? What else can I show you guys? Well, obviously my solar panels. That's each 100, so I got 200 watts of solar panel. And the reason I put solar panels, there's a couple of reasons, not only to keep the batteries charged, but also I converted the ice box into a fridge, so it operates the fridge all summer long without draining the batteries. It operates off the solar panels during the daytime when it's sunny, and the batteries at night or when it's cloudy. Let me take you inside the cockpit. So the original post here, or cockpit post here, let me put that away here, there you go, has been replaced, and now I have all my instruments. Today, of course, you could buy chart plotters like a B&G with all of this stuff except for the autopilot, all of that stuff included in one screen rather than have all these screens. So I'm thinking of doing that, only because I sort of don't like this setup. It's kind of like really tall, and it gets in the way in the cockpit. I did add winches on the quarters right here. There was no winches on this particular model. And let me go inside the cabin. You'll hear the engine, she's in idle. And there's the fridge right there, the compressor, and the fridge, and it keeps the fridge completely cold all year and all summer. And there's a solar controller where you see the accessory component is actually going right to the fridge. And only if the battery, or only if it's cloudy, will it use the battery. I did install what they call an eco charge. So eco charge means while the solar panels charge battery 1, once it's full and it goes into float mode like it is right there, you see where it says float, it will actually switch off and say, okay, now I'm not going to waste that solar energy, I'm going to go ahead and charge battery 2. And that's what's going on here. The old VHF, when I also have an extension of the VHF handheld in the cockpit as well. Cushions, by the way guys, I just had these redone this week. So really, really firm new foam inside. It's going to be worth it because I do sleep a lot in the cockpit, especially when I have my full enclosure closed. Oh, and here are the historical Aquaholics. My first Aquaholic was a Lightning, then an Ode 25, and then of course Catalina 270. And there's the toilet, the electric toilet, and there's the controls for it. And like many of you guys asked me, there's the opening where there was a door before. So much more convenient. I can go in there and get my stuff without having to crawl into about a, what is that, about a 16 or 14-inch door. I can put my companionway panels over there. I do have my hookup for my my remote control for the autopilot, which used to be behind the door. So I ended up never using it because it was just too much trouble to get behind the door and go plug it in and all that. And there it is right there. It's a wired up remote control, by the way. And that's actually the gimbal right there for the autopilot. And that's it, guys. So now I'm gonna go put the sails up and go for my first sail of the season. I hope you guys had fun watching this video. Do share what you guys are doing on your boats. It'd be fun. Thanks a lot, guys. Have a great summer if we don't speak again.